I'd like to begin with a fact. A simple yet shocking fact.
If I die, baby, lay me down on a bed of roses, stick me in the river. At dawn, send me away, send me.
Hey guys, what is up? Scott here, and back with the first episode of Manager Mode. We're going to be choosing Swansea City, and we're going to be doing professional 5 minutes, lenient, and my name is going to be Blurski, as my gamer tag is BlurXPL, and we're going to be from Denmark. We're going to just be black and everything like that. So as you can see, there's Blurski set to take down the storm, and it does do like the in real time transfers, so it's the big transfer of Boney over to Swansea, and we got a couple messages from the board telling us what to do and doing all the different scouting things. I don't really like the scouting. I just feel like it's too vague when you try to search, and it's hard to find certain kind of players that you really want for your team. Sorry about that. But I picked up this IK for a couple of different manager modes, and I really like him. So I think he increases to a pretty good rating, and same with Bonilla. He ends up to be one of the best goalkeepers in the game. I know that from just playing some other manager modes and learning different players to be able to pick up. And the two really good teams that have really good young players is the PSV and Schalke. They both have really good underrated players to be able to come up into your ranks and get a higher ratings and end up being like those star players that your team needs. And I went with Bakali because I've had him, and I was thinking about picking up the Guerrero, but his team, he was just transferred there, or he was just loaned there, so he wasn't able to transfer this transfer list, I guess. But he's going to be able to after the end of the year, I think. And we're just adding some players from Schalke onto our watch list and adding to my short list. And asking I'm not completely sure why I couldn't select it so I could search certain players, but that's how it is. And sorry about not having this video up yesterday, but my software or my computer kept on shutting off for some reason. It would make like this high pitched kind of like noise, and then it would like click, then it would like turn off for some reason. I think it was overheating or something. I think that's the reason. I did send 800,000 and Tremel over to their team to try to pick up the services of Vanilla, and we're gonna be putting in Bakali. I sent over Wayne Routledge because we're not gonna be really needing him as soon as we have Dyer and Bakali in the team, and they did accept it, and we did have to offer about 15 million, but I chose to go with 12 million, and he did accept that in a later date. But I was gonna try to change it to a different thing, but we did send a trade offer to get him, and they accepted, so we gave him whatever it's called. Sorry about that. And it was a little bit harder to get IK out of the three. I was thinking about sending maybe one of some certain player over to his team, but I decided not, and sent over like 1.1 million. They're asking 1.4, and hopefully you guys enjoy this manager mode series. I'm not completely sure if my editing is completely good for this kind of a series, but we do end up sending over the 1.1 million, and I think they accept it. And I was looking at this Vincent here because he was looking pretty good, or Vinicus, but he was recently transferred, so he wasn't able to be picked up. Oh wait, yeah, I was recently transferred over there, so the Lazio didn't really feel like sending him off. And we added a couple players onto our scouting network, so our scouts could try to find them the next big thing. And we do send over. We do actually end up signing Vanilla. And I was thinking about trying to. I don't really like the left back for Swansea right now. I think the defense is pretty solid for Williams and Chico, and then forget the right back's name, but we do actually get offered. I think it was 13 million from Wolfsburg for MicWho there, and we do end up signing Bakali there. But we're gonna be. They did actually send, I think it was 13 million, and I went back and sent 17. Then they said 13.5, and I said 16.5, or I sent 16. And I think they did actually end up accepting that offer, and that's gonna be pretty good. So we can sign a younger player who's gonna be able to stay in the team for longer, because MicWho was kind of like going off on his age there. So we're going to be picking up, looking at a couple players now. We're going to be looking at Quintero, but he was recently, they don't like trading players who were recently accepted, or not accepted, but transferred over there. And then I went to Bernard, but he was also recently transferred over. I went to Kevin De Bruyne. I think he was too expensive. Mark Hamsik they offered me 42 million for him, and it was way over my budget. And I looked at Kagawa. He was going for about 13 million in his value, but they wanted me to pay like 27 million for him. And Honda, his contract was running a little low, so I didn't end up picking him up. And as you can see, I did kind of search for Van Ginkel, but none were out there. And one of these players we do actually end up signing. We tried looking at Carlos Eduardo, but he's on loan too. And we do finally get the agreement for Ike, and he joins the team. A really good center back, and we sent up 4.9 million, and they ended up sending 4.9 million, hoping that he might be able to go for a little higher. They sent back about 4.5, and then I went back with 4.75, and we're editing the team a little bit so we can look to see what positions we're kind of needing. And we do go into the first game. I'm going to be simming all the preseason games, and I went with 4.69 to see if they had any humor, and they actually do. I guess they have humor or something. Then we did get an offer from Cardiff, but I didn't really feel like I needed to send or trade or send over Dyer. So I went with 8 million. If they accept the 8 million, then that's perfect. I can go buy a different left back or left mid or the left back or any center mid. But they didn't actually accept it because I think it was